Thousands protested outside of the Trump Tower and Hotel in Chicago earlier this week as the president attended a fundraising event inside.
We don't accept his racism. We don't accept his hate.
Trump, who declared his 2020 bid the day he was inaugurated, attended another joint fundraiser with House Republicans Tuesday at the Trump International Hotel in Washington.
It demonstrates the president's willingness to intermingle his political activities with his financial and business activities.
Fundraising at Trump properties have helped raise hundreds of millions of dollars. The Trump 2020 campaign and the Republican National Committee have raised $125 million. Trump denies he is using the presidency to promote his resorts.
I have a lot of hotels all over the place, and people use them because they're the best.
The Trump Organization opened the hotel nearby the White House in 2016, leasing rights of the building from the General Services Administration, a federal agency. Now they are considering selling the leasing rights. The property is the subject of lawsuits based on the emoluments clause that prohibits federal office holders from receiving payment or gifts from foreign actors. The sale would trigger concerns, particularly if the buyer is a foreigner, and may even create further conflict of interest since GSA is led by a Trump political appointee.
And there's no firewall right now between the White House and the General Services Administration. So that could raise questions about potential self-dealing.
Last week, a House committee subpoenaed the GSA for lease documents, adding more pressure to Trump, who is already under an impeachment inquiry for allegedly pushing the leader of Ukraine to investigate a political rival, Democrat Joe Biden.
I have a perfect conversation, with the president of Ukraine, and they're using that to impeach one of the most successful presidents.
Trump calls the inquiry the worst hoax in the history of the country.
It's frustrating people, and I think it's making them feel like he's trying to behave like an imperial president or behave like a king or an absolute monarch who is not accountable to the people who elected him.
Trump's questionable business practices include choosing his Miami resort for the next G7 summit, a plan he has since scratched. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News, White House.